All right, good morning, everyone. We are back live at the 2022 VNEA Las Vegas World Championships, playing out of the Westgate Resort and Hotel in the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Great match we got coming up here, folks. Eric Vargas taking on Alex Ollinger in the final 8 of the men's Masters 8-ball singles. This is the first match of the redraw, so both players are back on the A side. Back to double elimination here. Racing a 7 alternate breaks. Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us today. We got a ton of fantastic matches coming up. 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time this evening, we're going to have the men's Masters 9-ball singles. And then I believe at 9 p.m. is the ladies Masters 9-ball singles final. Both finals happening this evening, as well as what we're watching here, the 8-ball. So Eric makes a good break there. He's got a ball down. Not too tough of a layout. I tend to think maybe low ball. Assuming the 14 doesn't pass the 6. And also assuming that the 13 goes up clean into that corner without nudging the 8. And we got the birthday boy tuning in, sitting in with us.
What's going on?
Happy birthday, Triple P.
Johnny P in the house.
Everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube land, wish my bro Johnny a happy birthday. And let us know today if the volume's okay and the picture quality and whatnot. We'll do our best to keep the quality as good as we can. The volume's good. Thank you for sharing on Facebook. Derek Moore, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, D-Man?
We are following along with the Facebook and the YouTube chat. If you guys want to comment along with us, we'll answer any questions you got. So it looks like Eric's taking low ball and opened up that 8. Smart shot. And these balls lay pretty nice. The 3 might be a little tricky, but if he gets good on the 2, he can just shoot the 3 up table. It's not a problem. The other small issue is this one that he just developed.
Yeah, and that's the nice angle that he created to go into those balls. That was part of the plan, I think.
I think he would have loved to see that 6 actually go in, right? To just have a clear shot on the 4. One less ball to play onto.
Yeah.
But he's looking good here. This is a super tough match, and Eric knows it. Alex is one of the players to beat in these events. He's going to be playing.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. It's good to be 21 again for the 20th time.
So Alex will be playing the 9-ball singles final against Eric Trombley, scheduled for 6 o'clock tonight, but that will be dependent on how the 8-ball singles goes, of course, because they do want to make sure they get it on the stream table.
Yeah, that's right.
John and I are on the losers tournament. Tournament of losers. Starts at 1:30. I think you have a match at 1:30. I don't have a match at 1:30. I don't play till 2:45.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a bye.
I got the bye.
That's right.
Well, they call it a TBA, but
usually I get the bye, but not this time.
Usually.
I like how Eric got onto this 2-ball. Now he can use that 3-ball here pretty quick. Maybe side pocket.
Yeah, I think just maybe put the cue ball near the 13. Yeah, he just wanted to make sure.
He used that 13 just to hold that.
He wanted to make sure he pushed that 13 far enough that it didn't tie up the 8, and
That's
I think that affected his angle on the 3-ball here.
Yeah, he's kind of going in towards the 9-ball, but that shouldn't be an issue.
He could shoot the 5 first here if the angle is too funny on the 3.
That's right, because, you know, now that he opened that 13 up, the 3 goes into that top right.
He could actually shoot the 4 here. I don't mind that. I think the path is maybe pretty natural to get the cue ball up near the left side pocket.
I was just looking at that from the screen, and I realized that he'd play the 2 rails, get himself up for the 3-ball.
Yeah, maybe just like a touch of inside just to straighten it out a little bit. If you get that cue ball near the left side pocket, should be perfect.
That's right. Yeah, and still he did see this angle now.
That's one thing I've really noticed about Eric's game. He's very calculated. He always
Yeah.
weighs out all the shots. He doesn't just get up and fire the ball that he played
right.
shape on, right?
So middle table shape.
Oh, he needs to get going.
So that little rub on the 5 kind of took his angle away.
Kind of ruined him. Yeah, now
little
what do
bit.
you do, John?
Yeah. He's definitely, because when he shoots this 5-ball, the cue ball is going to be going towards the right-hand side.
The wrong way.
That's
like,
right.
Yeah, towards the 15.
And so does he have enough angle to maybe play 2 rails down table and shoot the 3 in the side? It's kind of a tricky shot.
See another option too. I doubt he'll play it, but Eric banks pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's possible he could just cinch the 5 and
Cinch
bank
the
the
5,
3.
roll into the 15.
Yeah, and then
hold
just take
it.
the long bank on the 3. But it looks like he's going to load this up with some low English.
Yeah. Maybe he's got enough to just pass the 11 ball here.
Oh, and he does. He needs
Yeah.
a bigger bounce than that. Does this go in off the 14 possibly? Can we take a quick
Oh, you got
peek?
the little suit there. Oh, it's pretty tight.
Bank side, right?
I think bank side's the shot.
Bank side's the shot.
And he had just enough to just pass that 11 ball, but the double kiss on the 13, hitting it on the wrong side.
Yeah, a little unlucky actually.
And
'cause he
it all
stroked
stemmed
pretty good.
from clipping that 5 ball.
Well, and even the shot previous, when he nudged into the 13 and he got a funny angle on the 3, then he had to
That's
change
right.
his pattern, and
That's right.
that's when things go wrong. But I would not put it by him just drilling this bank. As I
Well-
mentioned before, Eric banks exceptionally well.
And it comes down to 2 bad angle shots where, now Alex has a high percentage chance of winning this first game. Because Eric got out of position twice.
I'm giving Eric about 60% to make this bank.
Yeah, I like those odds.
Yeah, I think he makes it about 6 out of 10 times. Oh, he played the in off. Tried to play it in off a ball.
Yeah.
Tricky little shot that was, so good chance
So-
for Alex to put the first game on the board. In alternate break format, you really got to hold serve because this could be 2-0 really quick.
Oh, definitely. I was playing Carlos yesterday, and I had a nice lead, and, he broke and ran. I broke dry, he ran, he broke and ran, and he ended up getting the match out of the deal, but don't think he missed a shot in those 5 games.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. It
No.
doesn't take many mistakes. Race to 7 seems like a long race, but it really is not.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a really short race for the level of play. I'd like to see this as like a race to 11, but they don't have time.
Yeah.
There's no time for
In
that.
the Masters division, I think you can get away with like a race to 8 or 9.
Guy Nicklin says, Frankie just knocked Dr. Dave to the B-side. I thought I saw Dr. Dave wandering around. He's playing in the tournament.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Dr.
Nice.
Dave. He's got wicked YouTube videos if anybody's ever followed him.
Nice.
Really good instructional stuff. Dr. Dave. So Alex will clean up these 3 balls and put the first game on the board.
It's got a nice little angle on this 14 ball just to slide over for the 10.
Tic-tac-toe. He played shape on the only tough ball on the opening shot.
That was the only problem ball, was that 13 on the rail. And
Played to it right away to get the problem out of there, and then it's just a matter of piecing it together.
that's right. That's what I always say, attack those tough balls right away. And it makes for an easy rack.
That's right. Well, let's go to our side view here to watch him pot this 8. And he does just that and takes a 1-game lead in this race to 7. Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us today. And if you haven't already, like and follow our Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube with the bell. So many great matches today. We're going to have the Men's Masters 9-ball singles final coming up at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be the gentleman you're looking at right here. Alex Ollinger won the hot seat. He's going to be taking on Eric Trombley, trying to pull off the double dip for the championship.
Why do I always go to like ice cream when I hear double dip?
Double dip.
I'm just like, ice cream.
We're also going to have the ladies Masters 9-ball singles, and I believe it's scheduled for 9 o'clock. I'm just going to try to pull it up here just to make sure.
I appreciate that, Warren, and everyone else who's wishing me a happy birthday. Every year I'm in Vegas for my birthday. It's not a bad place to be. However, one year I stayed back. It might have been 2014. I did not come to Vegas. The first year in as many years as I can remember. And it was pretty boring. All my friends are in Vegas because all my friends are pool players.
Okay, so it looks like they have the B-side, the 4th place match of the Ladies Masters 9-ball singles is scheduled for 6 between Kayla Jones and Lonnie Fox Raymond. The winner of that's going to play Jana Montour at 7:30. The winner of that will have to dolly dip, double dip Molly Bartranger. At 9 o'clock they have that scheduled for, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's going to be much later than 9 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely.
Since they have 2 matches to play just to catch up. Is this a dry break from Mr. O?
That's a rare thing. He's got quite the break.
That's a good sign for Eric, actually. A scratch on the break.
A scratch on the break.
Scratchy.
Well, it's funny, Guy, because Ben was just telling me he's going to get me some ice cream after.
I always get John ice cream for his birthday when we're in Vegas.
It's a true story. And a root beer.
Root beer, yeah. Don't push your luck, John.
We can't break tradition.
If you guys don't know, John does not partake in the alcoholic beverages. Sober dude, so I try to reward him with a milkshake or something, It's very deserving. Ani's over here putting in a lot of work, too, on the stream, doing photography. He's just got it all going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures.
Except winning pool tournaments.
I'm definitely not winning. I'm not winning pro tournaments
yet.
I'm not playing bad. The competition is very tough, and you make one mistake, maybe 2 dry breaks, that could cost you 5 games.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Guy Nicklin says, no clue why, but every time you change the camera angle, my stream cuts and I need to refresh. Is that happening to anybody else too? I'm curious if that's happening to anyone else.
What a crafty little opener.
Yeah, he played the opener to roll up to this shot, and then he played a really nice little combo there. It was kind of like a carom.
Yeah, he caromed off.
It was like a combo carom.
And what that did is it just kind of opened up a few things.
Oh, this is a tricky little shot. He's got to use half of the 8 with a lot of draw. And he hits it like a dream. And he gets a nice rub, too, to stay on the 3.
You couldn't hit that any better.
Okay, Denise says hers is fine, so maybe just Guy Nicklin's. Maybe it's an Oilers thing.
Upgrade that Wi-Fi.
Ryan says, I see monsters, I'm scared. These guys are both absolute monsters of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And no surprise to see them in the final 8 here.
No, not at all. This could easily be a finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
So many great players in this tournament. So
we've got a couple of other great matches going on. Tom Thoreau taking on Nate Mintam.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Spence taking on Dale Temple over there. And we got Cody Myers taking on Tyler Steinhaus. So 4 really great matches going on in this Men's Masters 8-ball singles final. 8 players. Eric runs it out to tie up the match at 1-1.
So he got his break back.
And you'll see a lot of times these players give up the 8. It's not a matter of sharking or disrespect or any of the above. Purely just they know they never miss those balls. And honestly, being on the receiving end of it, I don't need to shoot those balls. I'm good. It's not a warm-up stroke when you just tap it in.
Yeah.
Actually, nothing's really a warm-up stroke on a Valley, so.
Well, and that's what makes these matches so great, because, you know, these tables allow you to play up a notch,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So when you get two great players, the difference is so minimal. A scratch on the break.
Yeah, that could be.
You know,
The only
maybe
mistake, yeah.
one wrong angle, you clip a ball, get yourself in bad position. You know, most guys can work their way back, but, you know.
You bank the 8 in the side and you scratch off a ball, one rail off a ball and scratch, and then you never see the light of day again. It's the story of my tournament. Rob Matson, he played really good yesterday as well. Last match last night, he played fantastic. One thing I have found about this division, and I kind of remember playing the Open, and the losses were way more devastating. You know what I mean, John?
Well, you know, it's because you have more opportunities to win.
Well, and you just feel like you should win almost, you know? But when you play in this division, there's really no feel like you should win. It's kind of like just hopefully the balls roll my way, and if I lose, it's probably because the other guy played awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the big
players.
difference is, you know, you break, you know, you run your table, he breaks, he runs his table. But if he breaks and misses and you don't get out, you know, and then maybe you break dry the next game, you know, and you feel like you should be up 2-0 instead of down, you know. And that's like when you get into like the Open division or something, you have more opportunities at the table and you just don't capitalize as much. You know, in this one, it's... You make a mistake and it costs you 3 games.
Yeah, they punish you every time.
Right?
Yeah.
And vice versa, you know? And so I think that's why you feel a little bit more pain. Because I think in the end of the day, you're probably thinking, how is this guy beating me?
How's this guy in the Open? And yeah, right?
You know?
There's all those thoughts that go on.
That's right.
But you never have those thoughts in this division.
No.
It's just like, if I don't play good, this guy's going to whoop me. That's it.
I'm up 5-2 on Carlos. Right? You know, and I see the momentum change, you know, and, you know, I did my best to try to stop it, but he doesn't miss a shot in the last 5 games.
What are you going to do when you live in a shoe?
Oh, I just went out and had a good night.
As you go 2 rails into that stripe by the 2 here, he's just going to hold it. He's just going to hold it.
Just had enough.
He didn't hold it for the 2, but he's on the 6.
Well, he did get onto the 2.
Yeah, he can see.
He does it, yeah. He has just enough to make the 2.
Okay, that's the shot. Then the 7, then the 6.
I mean, he might have been trying to like crash into, say, like the 10 ball or something.
I think the way he hit it, he was definitely just trying to hold it.
Yeah.
But the rails, they play pretty bouncy. So.
That's right. And so, yeah, he had a nice angle just to get onto the 7 ball. So, and you know, like that shot was like, you know, half an inch, maybe 1/4 inch from hooking himself.
It's a game of those, right?
So he should probably just
draw to the 11, maybe.
I think he might just draw into the 11. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't
so
even
he had
need to
enough.
do that.
Just take the cut on. So Alex is just saying, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, kind of strange if he makes him shoot this one, but he didn't make him shoot the last one, right?
I have a tendency to just letting guys shoot.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing to, you know, like I know he's not gonna miss. It's just good to see them finish it. And myself, I like to finish.
I'll put up the schedule of events again. You'll see the green writing at the bottom. The Suds and Chips mixer tomorrow. We're going to stream a little bit of it. Give you guys the full VNEA experience, as well as the banquet and awards at the end on the 4th. And I felt like... Let's get back to Alex here quick while he's before he breaks. Almost missed that one. Cue ball again.
The cue ball was definitely heading towards that pocket.
6 ball has to go. That was.
And the last ball moving on the table.
Isn't that how it always works, John?
Yeah. I think that's how Steven ran out that one year. We needed to run out in the last game. He had a big break. Everything was dry, and then all of a sudden the last ball just kind of found its way in the pocket. Very similar to what Alex just did in his break.
He smashed that one, too. He hit it real good.
Mm-hmm. His great technique on the break, great power. You know, just losing the cue ball just a little bit, but I think he'll figure that out fairly quick.
Yeah, he'll make some adjustments.
That's right.
Just try to hit it a little more square.
Mm-hmm.
Is Eric from Alberta? He is indeed. And Alex Ollinger is from Ohio. He actually just opened up a real nice pool room in Dayton, I believe, called Action Palace. So if you guys are ever in that area, go check him out. Beautiful room. He's got a bunch of diamond tables in there. Looks real nice. And does Eric have a cool nickname in pool? Benny is franchise. Johnny is Triple P. Eric is the Eraser.
We call Eric the Eraser.
That's actually John Jorgensen used to make nicknames for all of us when we were playing the weekly Chills tournament.
Yeah,
he would
he
say
still does.
Killer Kyle versus Eric the Eraser in the final. I was the Mighty Ben for some reason.
Yeah, I'm John the Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut John. It was like
JJ's got the best names.
There were some really good ones, like Harry Campbell's, like the Silver Fox or something, and there's lots.
I call
really
Harry Campbell Silver Bullet.
No, Harry.
Oh, Harry.
Harry Campbell.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime you see Eric's name, he just erases into people's names and just keeps moving on.
Yeah, he's very fitting of that name, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Alex hit that. He didn't risk rolling it. He kind of played the stun follow.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I like this comment. Somebody on the Facebook says, "Thought this was amateur pool." Yeah, these guys are not amateurs. These guys are seasoned players.
Yeah.
Eric says that's sufficient.
And
Alex ties it up at
and
2.
like I said, when you get into the bar box, this master level status will go up a notch. You're not going to see a whole lot of mistakes.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
I got to play Edwin one year at the Westerns, and I think him and I broke and ran the first 6 racks each. It was 6-6 race to 7, and I missed my first shot in the 7th rack, and I sit down and I'm just thinking to myself, man, how good do you have to play to beat Edwin?
Yeah, you got to play perfect.
And I'm just like, and then he missed. And I'm just like, my heart just started beating. And I'm like, yeah, he's done.
Now's the chance.
And then I ran him out. It was nice.
Chrissy Lynn, we do not know the score on Cody and Tyler's match, but I can tell you that Cody's shooting right now. And usually if you're rooting for somebody, that's what you're looking for. If they're shooting,
he's
they're
at the table.
probably winning.
She is at the table.
Guy needs a good nickname. Can't be Rifleman, that's Buddy Hall. I don't know who gave you that, but you can't steal other pool players' nicknames. Like, should we just call you the Duchess of Doom? Or Mr. Smooth? Like, what's going on here?
The Iceman.
Joe has a cool nickname. We used to call him, Joe Mambo, or we called him Joe Mama.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like that one.
No.
He's like, quit calling me that.
Yeah.
So now we call him Joe Time. And that's kind of like paying homage to Barry Huey as well with the one time. Joe Time Spence. We got to think of one for Guy Nicklin.
The gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man. I knew it had to be something ginger, right? Ginger Snap? Guy Ginger Snap Nicklin. That's pretty close.
It's not bad.
I think we're getting there. We're going to figure it out by the end of the day, Guy.
Maybe some people can throw some names out there.
Yeah, Guy. So Guy Nicklin, a little bit about him. He's from Edmonton. He plays super fast pool. Like his hand is going really quick on his practice strokes. And he has red hair. He's a ginger, so that's all you need to know. I'm sure they can come up with something.
Mm-hmm. It was a really nice break by Eric.
I'm super surprised to see him breaking from the corner like that. He was telling me about it last night. But I was smashing it from the middle on this table, and the tables were coming super wide open. And Joe did the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, like, and that's the great thing about, like, our little team is we find something that seems to work, and we let each other know.
Oh, yeah,
He
for
came to the
sure.
room, and he just said, oh, break from here, this is what's happening, this is why it's happening, and
Yep.
he shared his knowledge with
Yeah,
us.
we just explain it to each other, and yeah, it's been really nice. Like even Joe yesterday before he played his first match here, he's like, "Where are you breaking from?" And I just go show him, and then he played a perfect match. He didn't miss one ball.
Yeah, exactly.
He just played unreal. It definitely helps.
So the only problem ball here is, that the one ball that's kind of tied up, or the 12-1.
Cheeseburger Eddie says
Cheeseburger Eddie.
Machine Gun Ginger. I think it's Ginger Snap.
Yeah.
Fabian.
Thanks for the birthday wish. Appreciate it, Kelly.
Ginger Snap Nicklin.
There you go.
You got it, guy. It's been dubbed. So it looks like he's gonna take stripes here.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't have to move a ball. They all kind of have a home as long as you pattern it proper.
Yeah, that
Maybe the
12
15.
ball or 15, whatever that is, the 12 ball by the one is kind of a small issue.
I thought that one was a low ball.
Yeah, no, that's
So
a high ball.
So I think he will have to move a ball.
Yeah.
He might do it right now. Soft draw.
Yeah,
into
just draw right into it. Oh no, he's going this way here.
Yeah, he had too much angle to do
Yeah.
that.
So he's using the 13 here, maybe to kind of crash into, like, he have shape on the 11.
Yeah,
He
I don't
can
think
hold that.
I don't think he needs to crash yet.
No, I was just wondering
But
if he'd
the
go one rail into the 15.
Yeah, the 15 is going to be a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. He hit that ball really well to maintain angle.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that 15 goes into the side.
That would be handy, right?
If it did, that'd be pretty great.
Guy Nicklin doesn't think it's Ginger Snap. Well,
No.
the thing about that guy is you don't get to have a choice in this.
Nicknames are given to you.
That's right. They're given.
You don't just walk around and say, hey, you call me Gingerbread Man.
Well, and you remember where franchise came from. We played down here with Chris Weinberger.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Chris kept yelling it, and then it just stuck. Because before that,
And you hated that name.
I was like the kid. It's always and that's the
I'm
worst.
the kid.
That's the worst nickname ever. Everybody's the kid.
Oh, he tried to bump into the 5 ball, which would have been a great shot because if he bumps into the 5, he opens up the pocket for the 15 and he holds for the 10 in the side.
Well, I wonder if the 15 went in that same pocket and he was just trying to hold up here. I think it actually does.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go into the 5. He just didn't get enough juice. So now he's in a situation here where he's got his thinking cap on.
Guy Nicklin says his nickname for Larry Walper is Larry Walper. I feel like you could do better than that.
Nice try, kid.
Yeah. Larry Wallpaper Walper. So what does he do here? He doesn't have a lot.
No, he does not.
Oh, he got some special delivery food coming from Mark Mapatak.
Must have went for lunch.
That's a good friend. Special delivery.
If it's from the hotel. So next time we get Filipino food.
He's got some hookups.
Well, that's good to know. You can have outside food as long as it's from the hotel. So,
Okay.
like, we could go get pizza from the sports book and bring it back.
Yes. And then Tyler brought his pizza here yesterday. But he might have bought that from right here, too.
Yeah, I think he bought it from right here, yeah.
I like to go to the sports place better. The pizza's way better.
So they got the ref here.
Mhm.
I can't imagine Eric's trying to cut that ball on the side. I'm fairly certain it doesn't go. But he might just be trying to spin it over there. He was maybe trying to play the bank.
Maybe playing the carom.
Maybe the carom, maybe the bank.
Right? Using the one ball to put the 10 by the hole. Tough to say what he called there. We didn't really hear what he said.
She called a clean hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Alex would have took ball in hand already if she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She's a pretty seasoned ref, that one. I see her here every year. She's super nice, too. She, like, cheers on her team, and super nice lady.
And it's always good just to call a ref over.
Oh, 100%.
They're here. Utilize them.
Yeah, they're trained and they're paid to do this job.
That's right. I've had a guy call a ref over a couple times, and, they were legit concerns.
Yeah.
And I love it because anytime the ref comes over, I just put my head down because I don't want their call to influence anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because some refs make good calls and some make some bad calls. It's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever decision they make, I didn't see what happened. I just, good shot, foul, and then just move on.
See, and I used to kind of have the same theory, and I learned it from you, right? Just don't even watch.
Mm-hmm.
Then over time, I learned to just take my emotion out of it, but I want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what they do, and I might actually learn something from the call, right? Or I can learn that ref is no good and call a different one next time. But you're absolutely right. For most players, I think it's very important to not watch.
Well, the biggest thing is, like, say it was an obvious foul, and the ref goes over and says, good hit.
Yeah.
Well, now you jump out of your seat, you start to get emotional about it.
That's the thing. You got to keep your emotions in check. Yeah.
And then that ref is a human, and they may have saw something different.
That's right. And they make mistakes.
And so, the call's the call.
Absolutely correct.
So I just put my head down, and I just wait for them to say something, and I get up, and whatever's said. So
Alex looking good here.
Alex is going to break Eric's serve once again.
Yeah, we'll see if one of these guys can hold their serve a couple of racks in a row. Good afternoon, David Harding on the Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody else, thanks for tuning in as well. If you guys can share that stream for us, goes a long way to helping us keep these broadcasts completely free.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to be putting up a viewer advantage later on today as well, so make sure you guys get in on that. A couple of sweet little items to win.
Yeah, I can't wait for the viewer advantage to come back again. It's been a while. When's the last time we did one?
We did one for John's 626Q.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he signed it too. A player from Olds won it, Blaine Wiesner. Where am I in the bracket? Yeah, I'm hard to find.
He's in the seaside. He's with me on the seaside.
I'm real hard to find in this bracket, I know. It's confusing. I should be in the final 8, but you can't see my name in there. It's hiding. I'm in the Resurrection, I believe it's called. It's like a second chance tournament. They just call it different stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
John and I didn't play our best yesterday, so that's the way she goes, right? But we get a free shot at like $150 in a Resurrection Charlie, so you never know. And we got a good draw. Maybe we play each other in the final.
Yeah, it'd be pretty sweet.
I could handle that.
Mm-hmm.
That would make me feel a little bit better.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I bubbled both events. Can you believe that? I bubbled both. I used it all up in the scotch.
There you go.
And I'm saving the rest for the teams.
You're saving it all for the teams.
Cue ball again. Oh, he's had it tracking towards both side pockets now.
He made that small adjustment over.
That was the thing. I think he overcorrected.
And we're not talking like inches. We're talking millimeters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't
for
even know
sure.
how
Like,
that would work. Why do I say inches then millimeters? I should start with centimeters and millimeters.
well, we're in America,
Like an
so we got to
eighth
use
of an inch?
We got to use yards, feet, and inches. Nobody knows what a millimeter is,
It's like,
John.
what did that guy say? A millimeter what?
A mill of what? Actually, we flipped a toonie. We played a Canadian team in the Scotch. We flipped a toonie, and I swear a couple people looked over like, "What the hell was that?"
Oh, Benny the Bubble franchise.
Not quite. I already have a nickname, guy. Give it up.
We're working on you, guy. We're working on you. We
Yeah.
need a nickname for you.
That's right. And we found one. It's Ginger Snap, whether you like it or not. Now, every time we see Guy Nicklin at a tournament, we expect him to be snapping his fingers anytime somebody makes a good shot. That's Ginger Snap over there. Man, that muffin looks good, John.
You can have some.
No, I'm good.
No, for sure, bro.
No, I'm good. I am good. But my stomach is growling. That banana just didn't quite cut it.
Because you need a muffin.
I think after this match, I'll probably just go get one. I think there's still a couple left up there, so.
Yeah.
Good old Eric bought some muffins for us. This is a big rack in this match. If Alex can get out here, take a 2-game lead, he kind of guarantees he's going to have a couple of breaks to try to win this match.
Yeah.
It'll just be a matter of holding serve, and he's always going to be 1 game ahead.
And I like the way he just stayed above this 1 ball so he can play it for the 7.
Well, and another key to that shot, too, was he didn't go too far so that he was queuing over that stripe.
That's right.
That's one thing I notice a lot at this level is these players are very attentive to make sure they can clean strike the cue ball without bridging over balls and playing awkward stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he had a huge break, and he didn't rush the table. The table was fairly wide open, and, you know, he just took his time and make sure, you know, that's the biggest thing.
Well, he draws that ball over effortlessly. Eric says that's sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Ollinger takes a 2-game lead. Yeah, Clark, watching John Schmidt the other day and his nickname for Damien. John says you're not his real friend until he gives you a nickname like that. So, so I was blessed he gave me one.
Oh, yeah. What was your nickname?
Pringles Can Francis.
It's like a human tripod.
Pringles Can, he says. The dude is super funny.
He's a funny dude.
He said, how about, he's like, all these guys, they play these big matches, you know, race to 100 for 100,000. He's like, how about we just play loser dies?
Did you tell him ours?
I did.
What did he say?
He was laughing pretty good.
What we said cannot be repeated on
No,
camera?
it's not for young ears.
No. But it's quite funny. I think Ben and I played Scotch doubles in the Westerns, and we said that in the first
We were
match.
crying.
And
I
we were
had tears
dying the
rolling down
entire
my
day.
face. I was literally crying, laughing so hard.
That was a fun tournament.
A couple of other really great matches going on. We got Joe Spence taking on Dale Temple. We got Nate Minham taking on Tom Turow. We've got Cody Myers taking on Tyler Steinhaus. And this match we're watching here, Eric Vargas taking on Alex Ollinger. This is in the final 8. So the winners will proceed to the final 4 on the A side. The losers will head on over the B side of the bracket and try to claw their way back. I like that he went to the middle there. You see that? That's the break I used, and look how wide open the table comes every time. This is what it looked like every time.
This is the adjustment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric sees how Alex is breaking and how receptive the table is to the head ball from that side.
Right. That's right.
He's just emulating this break.
I think that's very important in these games at this level.
Yeah.
Just because you're not shooting doesn't mean you're not playing. You have to be watching your opponent. Watch how the cue ball moves. Watch how the spin grabs off the rail.
Yeah.
And watch the break. Especially watch the break.
Yeah.
Kevin Ritchie says, Ben Francis, that guy any good? No, no, not this week anyway. Not yet. Josh wants to know how many were in the Masters. I believe 43 in the men's Masters.
Somewhere around there. I think 1 year, 2019, I think we had like 99, wasn't it? Or 1 year we had like almost 100.
Master men's 8-ball singles, 46 players we had to start the event. We had 39 in the 9-ball. What did Eric do here? He's kind of up near that one.
Yeah, he took high ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it was certainly high ball just because of where the 13-2 was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could open up with the combo. But he didn't need to. I mean, the table's there. He's just making sure he gets his right angle.
That's right. David Harding wants to know, is the YouTube stream up? It is indeed, David. Can't be great every day. A couple bad rolls. Change that quick. Kevin Ritchie nailed it, bud. And if I won every event, then they'd never let me play again. So I'm being strategic.
So he tried to get down so he can have the 15 or the 11.
I like the 15 as the out ball. I think if he's on the 11 here, then it's just 13. 11, 13, 15. That leads you to 8 nice and easy.
Yeah, see, he's kind of pointing there. He wanted to be, because it's just good to have options in case you don't get that angle that you're looking for.
Aaron Arganoza in the chat room saying, let's go, Eric. Yeah, he needs to come with it here. He can't afford probably any more mistakes.
No.
One more mistake is probably going to be
He's
the
already
end of this
had
match.
2 mistakes.
Yeah.
And only to be down 2 games, isn't too bad. It could be easily 5-1.
Darcy in there cheering on Eric, too. Looks like we got a mix of Eric fans and Alex Ollinger fans.
Yeah. Well, both guys should have a lot of fans. They're both great players.
I know I'm a big fan of both.
I told a couple guys about this match that was going on. I'm like, you guys got to come in here and watch this.
Yeah, they should be. This is a good way to learn the game. You want to watch top players like this. They'll teach you everything you need to know. That's good. They ain't shooting these balls.
Alex was just kind of sleeping there for a second.
Eric makes a slow walk around. He's like, really? You going to make me shoot this?
He did.
There's no way.
He's walking. They're laughing now. They're actually having a good little giggle about it.
He even put his hand out like, is this, you're going to make me shoot this? Like that.
and yeah, they're both like, they both got big grins. I think if you would have put on that other camera, you would have saw them both giggling.
Yeah. All right, 4-3. I was hoping to catch Eric's eye there and give him the let's go, right?
Yeah.
Got him. Got to fire them up, man. That's how it's done.
That's right.
I know when you guys do that to me, it helps. Like even yesterday, you came over.
Yeah.
You're like, you're going to win this match. And I was like, I was sitting there thinking so negative. You know, it's easy to just
yeah, you ponder, you're down 3-2.
You're just like, this sucks, you know?
Yeah.
Then your friend comes over, like, you're going to win this match. And you're like, you know what? I am going to win this match.
That's right.
I didn't win the match, but you know the point.
Yeah, it makes you feel better. I'm the same way. I could be sitting there struggling a little bit mentally, and usually I work my way through it. But, if I have one of my friends come over and, give me a nod or a little fist pump or,
It goes a long way, for sure.
It definitely puts your mind in a better frame. Win or lose,
Well, and sometimes, even like you said there, win or lose. So, you kind of get a little tilty, and then nobody likes losing. And sometimes it's like, it's hard to take it, Yeah. Exactly. But when your friend comes over and kind of cheers you on, then it puts you in a better mood. And then if you lose, you kind of accept it better,
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I know, I certainly did yesterday.
When you and Joe came over to watch my match against Carlo, it was kind of like you guys should have been there.
Yeah, it was the worst time
5
ever.
minutes earlier.
It was the worst time. We tried.
But, I mean, I really wasn't struggling mentally. I made like one mistake that kind of cost me to get Hill. But
huge
I think if you guys were there, it would have been a little bit different for sure.
Yeah, it can change it for sure. Huge dry break there from Alex. This is massive for Mr. Vargas. He can get this to 4-4 and breaking to get to 5-4.
And just like that, like One little, even at this level, a dry break is a mistake.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is.
People don't think about it. Like I tell everyone,
Yeah.
you play bar box 8-ball, it's all about the break.
Well, that's the first thing I said yesterday after I lost, too, was my break let me down. If I was breaking good, I'd probably do a lot better in that match. Not to say Rob didn't play fantastic, but certainly if I was breaking better, I'd give myself a way better chance. And I owned it right away. I was like, man, my break just let me down.
That's right.
And I knew it. It was a mistake. I just wasn't hitting it as good as I could have. What a great little shot that was.
Yeah, that was a pretty little shot for
This
sure.
guy came to play this morning.
No, he definitely had a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, he was up pretty late, too. He was up maybe till about 2.
Really? Because I left the room at about 11, and him and Joe were, like, the lights were off.
Oh, yeah, no, Eric
So maybe he woke up again.
Yeah, because I went up there and he said he couldn't sleep. He said he was too full, and I was like, no, your brain's just going a million miles an hour because you just won a few matches, right? Now you're in the final 8. Like, everybody knows that feeling. It's hard to unwind.
Yeah, well,
after
definitely
a long
hard
day
to
of
unwind.
pool.
Yeah, for sure.
So he came down to the casino with me and just wandered around for a bit, had a glass of wine, and then I think he was good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I got back at like 2:30. You weren't there.
Not yet. Shortly after.
Did he get enough of this?
No, he came up short. That was a really bad shot.
Because he wanted to make sure he held angle.
Yeah, but he had to be a little more sure there, I think.
And he came up. That's at least 2 inches short.
He's not going to be thrilled about that. That was a big mistake.
That's another mistake here.
Now he needs a get-out-of-jail-free
he's
card.
He's a really good jumper. This is a little bit of a stretch, but...
Oh, maybe only like half of the ball, too, is going to help, right? And he's not jumping the full 6.
Yeah, and I think if he hits his right, he should be able to slide above this 8-ball.
Yeah,
Missing the 7.
He can draw it. He can play draw with the jump shot. He hits it really well. Shout out to Nick's Q Innovation.
Yeah, this
for
is
supplying
Nick's
us
jumper.
He supplies us with these super awesome jump cues and break jump shafts. And you guys probably saw I made a couple full cue. It just jumps so easy. I don't even need to take the third piece off. I find it stays way straighter with the full cue. It doesn't tend to masse as much.
Yeah, that's a big thing when you a lot of people when they jump, they actually don't realize, but their cue comes across the ball, which creates that masse.
Yeah, and that's the most common thing in jump shots is you got a good line, and then that ball hops, and then it swerves, and now you're nowhere close to where your line was. Bit of an awkward reach here is he's full-handing this. I thought he might contemplate darting this.
I like darting this just because of the distance.
Because of the reach, yeah. But he knows best. He hits these jump shots really well. Look at the shot. What a shot.
This. Wow.
What a shot.
Wow.
And we were right. He draws the ball pretty effortlessly, right?
That's, I thought he would come below the 7 and across.
Wow, yeah, it goes between
and
the
he
6,
drew
7.
that in between. That is,
Unreal.
wow.
Unreal. What a fantastic finish. Guy says yes. Yeah. Our thoughts exactly. Hey, thanks Andrew Jaworski for tuning in. Everybody else tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you're sharing that stream lots for us.
And that was a big jump shot because, I mean, he made a mistake in the first game when he didn't get to the 3-ball properly. And then what was the next one there? He kind of got awkward on the high ball. So he had to play off a ball, try to bank, So he had two chances at a table where, he let Alex punish him for those mistakes. So this could have been a third mistake, which would have been,
pretty much curtains. Yeah.
Yeah, like 5-3.
Yeah, even if he had broken ran, got to 5-4, Alex is breaking to get on the hill, and then he's going to have another break to win the match, right?
Exactly.
And as the match progresses, these breaks will get better because they're figuring out how the table is breaking.
The first 3 breaks Alex had, the second one was probably his better break because the first one he scratched. The second one he almost scratched, and then the third one he went to the other side. So I think the next break is going to be right down the middle. So
thanks, Paul, for tuning in. Paul Howarder. Toby wants to know, does anyone know the player's Fargo rating? Eric is about a 725. between a 725 and a 730. I'm not sure if they've updated
Yeah, somewhere up there.
since his last tournament win. Alex is about a 740, I believe.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, you know, the Valley really takes that a little bit out of the equation.
Like Kevin Ritchie saying there, Fargo doesn't matter in Valley, and it really doesn't.
Oh, when both players play this good, you know, it's just going to come down to this spot right here.
Oh,
How
there
are
you
they
go.
breaking?
Maria, thanks for
There you go.
looking it up for us. Thanks for tuning in, too,
Fairly
Maria.
close in Fargo rates.
Yeah, 726 and 736. Oh, he's got to get a ball here.
Wow, he hit that so sweet.
Oh, he just smashed it. How do you not make a ball there?
And a couple really wanted to go in, but nothing, you know.
And this is the flaw. Like, this is what it looked like when I played the Scotch. You never had to move a ball. You never had to play a breakout. Everything just broke and went poo wide open.
Yeah, like Alex is going to take solids here, and he's gonna run this out in pretty quick time.
Absolutely. All these balls go pretty easy. I think he opens with the 6 because that clears the pocket for the 4. And that's really the only work. Like, but maybe shape from the 6 to the next ball could be a little tough, but I think it's probably the 3 up table into the top right. So
And there's a good chance that 5 could go past the 12 in a side pocket as well. So if he comes across.
yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, in this way, he's actually on the 7 as well. He's kind of on the 5, 7, and the 3.
Yeah.
Smart shot. Andrew Jaworski said he's really good at the jump due to playing poor position so often. That's how we all got good at the jump, yeah.
I actually just sat there one day, and I was just shooting the cue ball in the corner pocket. And I was trying to hit the center of the corner pocket. And so I started to notice some of the balls were swerving, and so I started changing some of my aiming. And then after a while, I was hitting them dead straight. And, you know, I like to think of myself as a pretty good jumper.
Well, one of the flaws with jumping is we don't get to practice it.
Yeah,
Like there
I
is-
just did that one day for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's like no pool room in the world that'll let you
No.
practice jump shots on their
No,
table.
not
They
at
hate
all.
that.
Yeah.
And one of the big misconceptions is that you can use that little piece of cloth to jump off of. That's not the problem.
No.
The problem is when the ball lands.
Yeah,
That is
there-
denting,
You're
putting those little dents in the table.
doubling it up, right?
Yeah. Because
I
at
like
this
the way-
at this level, these guys aren't gonna like drive their cue into the cloth or anything. That's
Yeah.
not the issue. It's
Yeah.
just the issue is the ball bouncing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, we don't get as much practice at kicking either because we're playing good shape and
Yeah.
you know. So when you get time, it's nice to try to practice those things that we don't
That's
get to
right.
practice lots.
Exactly.
Like I had to play this shot where you have to use the rail with top and bounce over.
Gotcha.
Like, when do you ever practice that shot?
That's right.
So it's hard to judge how it's going to react.
We actually play that down on the bottom rail when you get kind of straight on the ball. So you want to hit it just a hair wide, but you jack up on it a bit so it jumps up, and then it hits the rail and shoots down table.
That's right. That's right. Use the edge of the rail.
Yeah. And Alex made quick work of that rack.
As anticipated.
You know, it was a pretty wide open table, and
It's on the outside. The restroom could be
they're just talking about the Sids and Chips party, and the mic is very loud.
7:45. Be down there a little early at the table, and you can enjoy cocktails.
Yeah, we'll have to go early. Try to get a good table, hey? Especially if Eric and Joe go deep in this and they're getting trophies too. We'll have to make sure we get a nice close table near the front of the stage and stuff, right? Mr. Ollinger breaking to get on the hill. This is a big break in this match because if he comes up dry, Eric gets out and Eric's breaking to get on the hill. So Alex is going to know this is the biggest break of the match so far. And he lost that cue ball towards the side pocket again. But he's gotten away with it.
Yeah.
He's opened up pretty nice for him.
Yeah. Most important thing is he made a ball off the break.
That's correct. So I don't think he can shoot solids here. The opener is non-existent. The 3 is like just too
He's
risky.
going to play this
right?
14 straight up and play the 11 and maybe play that 12 in the side.
Well, and I think the 15 goes to the bottom
That's
left,
right.
and that this is maybe the 12 near the 5. That should go by the 5 into
Yeah.
the bottom right, so he doesn't need to move any balls. He can maybe even just play this 14 in the bottom right with kind of a little stun follow to pick the window between the 3-2 to shoot that ball on the side next. What do you think, John?
Well, I like I said, you play this 14 and hold for the 11.
And
then from the
and
11,
maybe
you can
that
get onto
window.
the 12.
Yeah, and
right?
and then get the window, yeah.
And then from there, you can probably slide over for the 15. Because the 13 isn't an issue. It would actually be a decent out ball.
Well, it's kind of a small window to get it on it.
Well, if you look from like where I'm looking
Like
from, it's
table
pretty
view.
big.
Yeah, that is quite a big window,
Yeah.
especially once you remove
The camera looks a lot tighter.
and especially once you remove the 12.
That's right.
But yeah, on the camera
Looks like
angle,
he's rolling this forward.
yeah, maybe all the way
So
for
he's
the
playing
15.
the 15 right away.
He's come up well short. The problem with this is now the cue ball is going towards the 5 in the corner pocket.
Yeah, he's going to have to like super draw this into that rail and try to come back out above the 5 here.
He might actually just shoot a different ball. He might shoot the 11 instead. I'm not sure what he can do with this. I know one thing for sure is he's not just going to get up and fire it. He's going to be very careful on this out.
Well, because the shape here, he can only play, like, it's pretty tight. See how much
Josh.
draw he can get off this. If he can come across table for this 14. Oh, so he played the 2 rails underneath with the check siding. That was a very, very tough shot.
Josh,
Like he almost scratched in the corner.
let me just spit this out quick, John. Josh says he can't find Eric. Is his name spelled wrong? His name in the draw is spelled exactly how it looks on the screen there. And if you guys want to follow along with the draws, they're on CompuSport under the VNEA Vegas 2022 heading. You can search individual players or you can follow along with the specific brackets.
Like he's just going to play just a little bit 2 rail shape here for the 13.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like this could have been the out ball because it's such a big window.
Okay, I get it. They're looking for his name in Fargo. Yeah. Yeah, his name in Fargo is with a C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is.
I'm not sure either.
I've seen that happen a handful of times with players, and you can actually just call them and get them to change it.
I think he might be able to use his 3 to kind of hold.
Oh, he's going
He
all
went
the way
all the way
across.
across.
Oh, and this could get a little funny. Jacked up over the 1 a touch.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do a whole lot with this
That's the
this
nice
12
thing.
ball.
Yes, he doesn't have to do much. Just roll
The only
it in.
thing is like the shape on the 8. He may have to play this 12 off the 7 just to kind of hold that.
It's hard to tell. Maybe the 8 just passes the 7. I think it does.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he might get too much angle on the 12. So then the cue ball is going to go around where the 5 is. But if you play this off the 7, then you can just slide over for the same pocket.
Yeah, much easier to hold it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what he's going to do, too, by the
Yeah.
looks of it. In off, soft draw over.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, I thought he might play the 8 in the same pocket, but he held it for the corner. Nice shot.
And it might have just been the angle, too. Like, he could have slid over, but then maybe he's hitting the 7 a little thinner and probably a chance to miss.
All right, Eric needs a big break here more than ever in this tournament. This is the most important break so far.
Well, his last break was a monster break and just coming up dry like that.
Yeah, that hurt.
You know, and Alex made quick work of that rack. And oh,
I love how people just always find a way to destroy our cameras, even though they're 20 feet from the table. Like, what
20 feet from the
heck,
table,
man?
surrounded by
How
other
is that even
tables.
possible? It's nowhere near
No.
anything that should be bumped.
No.
Just slightly careless, I feel. That's why we tape them down, because otherwise they'd get kicked over all the time. People don't really notice that they're there
Yeah.
for some reason. Well, Eric needs a big break here, and then he needs a dry break or something from Alex. Does anyone know why Molly forfeited both her matches in the 8-ball singles finals? I have no idea. I talked to her yesterday. She seemed to be that she'd had some rest. I know she was having trouble sleeping. They were doing construction like
Above her room or
above
something
her
like that.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. She
And
forfeit both
Eric
matches.
comes up dry once again.
This is the beginning of the end. I feel a little bit tougher out, but
Yeah, the 9 and deuce or 6-ball on the bottom rail is a real issue. I think everything else kind of has a home. There's a cluster in the middle of the table with that stripe. So solids may be the...
well, with where the 9 is, yeah. I tend to favor stripes right away with where the 9 is, but you can use like maybe the 5 to break the 6, and then solids isn't that bad. Eric just totally smashed that break again and came up dry. Brutal.
Yeah. So that's... What do you maybe feel opening up with this 14-11 combo and try to, push that 14 down table to create some sort of an angle for future?
Yeah, if you do that, you got to shape a different ball.
Yeah, you play where he's at now with the 10 in the
So there,
bottom
yeah.
corner, right?
Yeah, hard to go wrong if you do that, I think. He's going to shoot low ball. So he likes my plan, use the 5 to break the 6. I don't think it's that bad, and everything else goes.
Yeah. I think both balls have their own issues for sure.
Yeah, both have a problem. And
I think
both have
that
a solution, right?
Stripes isn't as easy as low ball.
Yeah, because with stripes, you actually have to break out 2 balls.
That's right.
You have to break the 9, and you have to break the ball right near the rack spot. With solids, you only have to break the 6, and everything else goes without touching anything.
Yeah. So he either plays the 1 here or kind of slides over.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hit that a little thick. Yeah, I'll try to find out what happened to Molly for you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to find her. She's scheduled to play the final of the 9-ball singles tonight at 9 o'clock, so hopefully she's okay to play that.
So here's the shot now, is to get onto this 5-ball so he can break out the 6.
This is the shot.
The
Probably,
match.
and you'll see, I don't think he's going to roll it. He's going to do what we call a stun follow, because the roll is risky on these tables. So you see he stun followed. He came up a little short of the mark, but I think this is okay. Does he have some kind of different plan here?
Maybe he does.
He's going like 1 rail into the 6 here, but that doesn't often work out well. And just for this reason, like the 9 is always kind of going to stay in the way. It might have actually just cleared the path, though.
That's tough to say if it goes past the 9-ball. It's super, super tight.
Well, and the issue there is if it's that tight, it becomes really hard to play position from it. You're kind of like putting most of your focus into sliding that ball into a quarter of a pocket.
The only good news is he has a cue ball going in the right direction for the 5.
Yeah, just some soft right spin, I think.
Just a little bit.
But again, that can make the pocket play smaller too, Oh, he did so well there.
Yeah.
That's a really good shot. But again, on the wrong side of this ball to get on the 8.
Yeah, he's going to have to...
Unless it goes from over where he's pointing. I kind of assumed it didn't. I thought he needed to be on the other side of it. So these 2 balls for the win to get him into the Final 4. Alex came to play. He's in the final of the 9-ball, and he's looking at going to the Final 4 on the A side of the 8-ball.
He's having a good tournament, but...
So is Eric. Eric will still be in. He's going to head on over to the B side of the bracket and try to fight his way back.
Yeah.
Already having a fantastic event. You make it to the Final 8 of this event, you're playing real good pool. He had a ton of room to pot that ball. What a great match these guys had.
That's right. And Eric, made, those 2 mistakes.
Yeah, I think 2
and
mistakes
2
and 2
dry
dry
breaks.
breaks. Yeah. That's more than enough to lose to a player of Alex's
Yeah.
ability.
Alex, I think his first mistake was in the first game where he scratched.
Yeah, that was pretty much it, right?
I don't
Other
think
than
he
that,
really made
dry
many
break.
more mistakes.
I think he had one dry break, and that was it.
One
Yeah.
dry break, yeah. So
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I believe we'll have another match coming up. Let me just check the bracket quick here. I think they'll probably go continuous play here. So I would have to think we're going to have another match exactly at 2 o'clock. So that's in about 45 minutes time. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back right around 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't already, make sure you like and follow our Facebook. We're getting real close to a big milestone on Facebook for followers, so we'll probably do a little giveaway. We've been known to do that. And also make sure, if you guys can, head on over to our YouTube and subscribe with the bell. We will be back live in about 45 minutes all. Happy birthday, John.
thank you. Let's go get that ice cream.